It should come in the count. It should come in the count. Cause my eyes are so cold. It should come in the count. It should come in the count. It should come in the count. Cause my eyes are so cold. It should come in the count. Ooh. Let me stop. Oh my goodness. Okay. Y'all know I am a Nicki fan, so yeah, I just heard the song. If you're Barb, you know what song it is. Okay, so hello, hello. Shout out to my subscribers. Thank you for listening, um, or watching. Yes, and I'm not whispering today. I'm on one though. I'm on one. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe and comment. Let me know. Let me know. But I'm back for another review of The Housewives, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, episodes 7 and 8. I'm going to try to squeeze both episodes into this. So I'm going to try. If not, then I'm going to have to do another video. So the title of this is What's Wrong, Portia? What's Wrong, Portia? Okay. So let's go. Episode 7 starts off a with Britt. Well, first to give what happened with episode 6. What happened with the brunch thing or the get along brunch that Kelly threw. And this and that, and Britt had an attitude and went off on Angela and give a little review. So episode 7 begins with Britt. I guess her man wanted to take her for car shopping, to make her feel good, I guess. So they go out car shopping and she finds a car that she likes and she makes a little comment talking about you can't, if you can't, do it in the car, in the car that you get, then what's the point of getting it? I kind of agree. But some people can't afford big. I don't know. I don't know. She's something else. I think she's really, really into herself. Really, really into herself. But shout out to her and her husband car shopping. I forgot what car that she ended up choosing. Yeah, it's a nice car. It's like a white, is it a Rolls Royce? I think that's what it is. But yeah, it's a nice car that she picked out. Good for her, girl. It's a nice car. Shout out to Britt and her husband's pockets. Um, what's next? Oh, she gets a little break with her and her husband, and she talks about how Angela's behavior was and how she felt about how Angela was acting at the peace brunch. Saying that she don't really trust Angela and that she's not a girl's, this and that, and then she throws in the shade that there's rumors going around that Angela's husband, Charles, had a baby on her. So she don't know where that came from, but she just heard it. But yeah, she throw a little shade. So yeah, she's not feeling Angela right now. Okay, and I get it. They just got into it. I get it. I get it. Okay, next is Angela meets up with Drew. Drew comes over. Drew looks good. Hey, hey, girl, Drew. Good girl, come back. Good girl, come back. Yeah, her album is cute. It's a good album. I haven't heard all of her songs, but I've heard like one or two. It's so far. Well, let me not say it's a good album because I haven't heard the whole album, but so far, like I like the vibe of it so far. I think y'all should, it will be just try it out. Listen to it. Listen to it. It's a good album. Shout out to Drew Sidora. So anyway, so she meets up with Angela and they talk about what happened to at the Peas brunch. Angela throws in a shade, talking about the grades wasn't done, this and that. And she talks about how Brit, behavior was. And then Drew's like, speaking of Brit, she got a message from Brit, that they should meet up and this and that. She kind of talk and she makes fun of Brit's voice, by sounding like her and this and that. So I thought it was a little shade. I thought it was a little shade. And she also talking about Drew, she talks about the divorce with, her divorce thing going on with her estranged husband, how that's going. That's not going well so far. And then Angela talks about the trip that's going to be coming on, and she wants to invite her to come over to the trip. And Drew's like, "Ooh, I don't know. I wasn't invited." And then just like, "You should come. You should come." I don't think that's a good idea. But Angela just she says she wants them to get along. She wants to fix a friendship between Drew and Portia. Basically, that's what she's trying to, say, which is her reason for inviting Drew. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just wouldn't gone. If I was you, no. If I wasn't invited, mm, I wouldn't go. And then, so that's that part. And oh yeah, that's the reason why Drew, she's going through the divorce, so she may not go. And then she wasn't invited. So I think those were the reasons why she may not go to the trip. And oh yeah, so I'm getting ahead of myself. So back to Kelly. Kelly throws a little get together. She got that pink dog, the ugly looking pink dog. Girl, why would you color your dog pink? And she said because the dog was lost, and so to make sure she's recognizable, she's gonna color she color her dog pink. Oh my goodness. Angela, I mean, Kelly, girl, mm-mm, mm-mm. That dog looks ugly with that pink color on. Just saying, just saying. I have a dog, okay? I like dogs, but just the way she colored it pink, Kelly, Kelly, girl. So at her house, Portia comes, Shamia comes, Cynthia comes, and they all talk about what happened at the peace brunch. And Portia throws in there that she's having a birthday get together, trip. She wants to go out to Nashville. She's thinking about a cowboy, my accent came out, a cowboy theme type of birthday party, and she wants all the girls to come. And I forgot who asked if Drew was coming. Might have been Kelly. Yeah, but Kelly throws in there. If it wasn't Kelly, Portia pretty much said that Drew wasn't invited. She didn't invite Drew. She wants the people who she loves and gets along with to come. That's who the people who she told to come. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's her birthday. She wants to have a moment to herself. So, yep, she don't want the people who she pretty much don't like, which is Drew. Which I don't, yeah, but yeah, pretty much that's what that scene was about. Okay, moving forward. Oh, Britt meets up with Drew. They met up for dinner, and oh my gosh, the whole dinner thing. It Drew asked if Britt gave up her thing, ever gave it up, and oh my girl, Drew, why would you? You are that was out of line, and I can't believe Britt even answered. Britt actually answered, but she said no, she ain't did no none of that. You know, giving it up. She just did a little webcam with her friend, and that was the farthest she's ever went to. I'm like, oh, okay, girl, okay. And then Britt asked, like, was it true that you knew somebody who I did that fellatio, with in that picture? Because she did, Drew, it did show her saying that she knew that person. And so Britt was like, Drew was like, no, 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 I was just joking. I'm like, girl, what? Britt's like, girl, it's nothing to joke about. It's my reputation, this and that. That wasn't cool, pretty much, and it was not funny. And Drew, Drew felt bad. She apologized and this and that, and yeah, that was pretty much what I came up with that scene. It was kind of boring, but you could tell Drew don't really like Britt. You know what I mean? Like she just, you could tell. Like I said, Britt's friend is Kelly. Okay, that's her only friend. I'm just saying. Next, trying to speed up because I got episode 8 to also talk about. Oh, the court thing with Drew and Ralph. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Pretty much, it didn't go well for Drew. Ralph ended up still living in the basement, which I don't understand. Like, come on. Like, I would move out and get my own place. But he said he bought the house. He's claiming he bought everything and this and that, and she's out to get her money. But then Drew's saying the opposite. So, but I'm like, I don't know. If I was Drew, I would be annoyed too. If I would not want my ex-husband, well, they're not ex, but they're going through a divorce, but soon to be ex. I would not want him to be living in the basement. Just get out, like get away. You know what I mean? Like she's just gonna have to find her own place. Drew, I would move out if I was you. Just give it up, girl. Like, let him have the house. I would just find a place, my own place, and just start over. That's what I would do if I was Drew. But maybe it'll come on later on, you know. So we'll see. Maybe it'll come. Maybe that'll happen. We don't know yet. But yeah, but Ralph is woohoo happy about his thing, and I heard, his lawyer said it's a money grab and this and that. But Drew's saying that there's no proof of his income. Like he's not showing his income. She's showing it, but he's not. So I'm just, I don't know where the money grab is. I don't know. I don't know. What else? Oh, the court documents have been unsealed, so everything's coming out. I haven't read about it. I need to look into it and see what else has been said about Drew and this and that. Maybe it'll come out, later on the shows and stuff. But yeah, but it's been unsealed. So far, Drew said he's been sexting, stalking her, doing this and that. He's pretty much the one that's doing the most. So that's what Drew said. Okay, next. What's the next scene? Oh yeah, they all go out to Nashville. Oh yeah, on their way, Angela is late. I mean, girl, Nashville's like 3 hours delayed, aren't they? I mean, they're in Atlanta, right? How you miss your flight, Angela? I'm just saying that was funny. Angela, how do you miss your flight? But she said she missed a flight. I'm sorry, that was funny. How do you miss a flight? It's 3 hours. I mean, it's different if they're going to Cali, but girl, it's like but anyways, Angela misses her flight. So they all get on a bus. Well, they get on the flight, but after, they take a shuttle and they're all in there. When they got there, they take a shuttle and Shamia starts crying, saying that she got a text from someone that had didn't believe that she was abused back in 2005, which is weird. I guess I was confused. Was it through Instagram? Was it, I don't know, but she got emotional about it because she said her ex, she was in an abusive relationship and it wasn't good and she talked about it, but it made her really emotional because that can be emotional, and yeah, but yeah, that was, and then, yeah, so they're all on this bus getting to where they gotta go. And let me see what next scene. is, let me think, what else is next? Oh yeah, on the bus, I think Britt finally admitted she does have a nose, that she did get a nose job. See, I told you, Miss Nosy Britt. That just might be my nickname for her, cause she sounds very nasally, or nasal Brit. Yeah, she sounds very nasally. But yeah, she finally admitted. And then she talks about Angela, how Angela's not a girl's, and that she thinks Angela. Oh yeah, they're at the dinner when they get there. That's right. They're at okay, so they get to the house. Portia introduces them to the rooms. Shamia gets the second best. She's like, "Yeah, I'm the best friend. I should get the second best room." Okay, girl. And then there's an orphanage room that's for Drew. Oh, and then Portia gives Angela a really good room. So shout out to Portia for giving Angela one of the good rooms. But yeah, but yeah, that was that part. And then they go. Oh, and then they have a dinner. They're all chilling, and Britt talks about Angela, Angela, Angela. Like Britt cannot get Angela's name out of her mouth. So Britt pretty much says that Angela's not a girl's girl and that she's fake and that Angela is different when she's around Drew, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. And she don't really like Angela's attitude. And that yeah, that's pretty much what they was talking about. And then Angela comes, she finally arrives, and she's she's feeling the air. She's like, ooh, she feels the energy. She's feeling like, oh, they pretty much talking about me, which is true. They was talking about you. They was talking about you, girl. They was. But she sits on the table, greets everybody, blah blah blah, and then she brings up, oh, I invited Drew. She tells Portia. And Portia's like, wait, what? How you gonna invite somebody that I don't want around me? How dare you? How dare you invite somebody who I don't get along with? So Portia was hot about that. But she's like, okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm still gonna do what I came to do. And this and that. Yep, that's pretty much what Portia said. She kept her cool. Um, but she was hot. She's like, how you gonna invite someone on the trip? And just like I'm trying to fix you, she wants to fix their friendship. And Portia's like not having it, but she keeps herself cool about it. And what else? Oh, let me fast forward. So they all go out for the bull riding. And, it's fun. It looked fun. Shoot, I've never did a bull ride, but it looked fun. I would love to go on one. But yeah, Shamia did her thing. She was on there the longest. Portia, I thought Portia was gonna be on there at least the longest, but she was fast to get off the bull ride. Shamia did her thing. All the girls did their thing, and it seemed like they was having a good time. hmm And so Drew is having. Oh, she hits up. Her and Angela talk, and and during the bull ride. Oh, after it was done, Portia still feels some type of way about about Angela inviting Drew. Like, girl, Portia, like, I get it, but I don't know. She does not like Drew at all, and she feels some type of way. It is bothering her. She pretty much do not like the fact that Drew is coming on the trip, that she didn't invite this person. So yeah, she's feeling some type of way about it. And oh, Portia's sister and her friends also come along, and they have a dinner. Moving ahead, they have dinner, and her sister asked like, "Where's Drew?" And they're all saying what's happening with Drew and talk about she's not invited. And Portia's like, "Yeah, she did something behind the something behind my back type of, So I don't really mess with her like that." And then they throw in there that they think that Drew gave head to Dennis, and that's how he keeps his body count, or that's how he. I don't know. I don't think it happened. I don't think it happened. I think they're just making that up. And I think that was just to throw it out there. That was messy on Portia's sister to throw it. And Shamia too. Shamia was also saying that too. So that's messy. So I thought Shamia was being kind of messy. And Portia's sister and Portia throwing that out there, knowing that that didn't happen. I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Okay, so that summed up seven. Okay, moving on to eight. Eight, eight, eight. So Shamia, oh Britt is on the phone with her husband. She's always reporting to her husband about what's going on the trip. Still Angela's name in her mouth. Constantly. Constantly, constantly, constantly. Talking about it wasn't her place to support. It wasn't her place to support to invite Drew to the trip. I'm like, Britt, girl, it's not even your birthday party. Why are you tripping? Girl, like, Britt, girl, Kenya's not on the show. So why do you have a problem with Drew coming on the trip? I get she's backing up Portia, but Britt, girl, you come on, chill. So that is my opinion. That is my opinion. Britt just needs to chill, girl. Like, come on. Like, well, there's nothing wrong with Angela like backing up Drew. Drew wasn't there, so Angela is her friend, so she felt she had to support Drew. But Britt, girl, like I said, Kelly's your only friend, okay? Kelly's your only friend. And Shamia gets she's on the phone with her husband. Her daughter's really sick. Oh, son is so sick, and she felt so sad because she's not there. Oh, next. Oh, Angela is outside talking to. Cynthia comes out to talk to Angela. And Cynthia's like, look, like, we don't have no issues with Drew. It's just Portia's the only one that has an issue with Drew. That's it. And baby daddy hits different. They do. Yeah, Cynthia, girl, you ain't got nobody's side. And oh yeah, so moving on. Drew arrives at the brunch and she's saying hi to oh no, she goes to Angela's room. She sees her room. The room is like an orphanage. It looks scary as yeah, that was messy, Portia. That was messy. So Angela tells her like girl, you need to talk to Portia. There was we had dinner last night. I had to back you up. It was going in on you for no reason, and this and that, girl. Girl, yeah, I was getting all the heat, and I'm glad that you're here so you can take some heat off of me. So I need you to go talk to Portia. So that was that, and then they go out. So Portia knows Angela's there. I mean that Drew is there, and they go on these separate trips. This group goes to wine tasting, and the other one goes bartending. And bartending was Portia, Shamia, Britt, and Kelly. They're doing this coyote ugly thing where they're taking shots, and with their no hands, and yeah, that was cute too. They look like they was having a ball. They was having a ball. And the other one was a wine tasting, the boring group. That was Cynthia, Drew, Britt. That was it, right? Am I missing? Drew, Cynthia, and Britt. Oh, and Angela. Yep, yep. So they're at the table. I mean, oh yeah, they're they're pretty much did the wine tasting. You could tell Cynthia got the most drinks. She loved herself some wine. hmm And fast forward, so they're at the table. Angela brings out the fact about how she felt attacked and now she felt bad about inviting Drew and she felt attacked and Britt's like, it's true, this and that and Angela's like, well, make an example. Like give me an example. And Britt talks about herself. Talking about how you didn't support me when the whole thing happened with Kenya and this and that and making it about herself again. And Angela's like, she felt bad, she apologized, let's move on. Britt, let's move on. That was that. And on to the next. Oh yeah, yeah, Angela. I didn't move. I didn't mean for that. That scene summed up where shout out for Angela for liking, to agreeing to be cool with Britt and that she apologized. Shout out to Angela. And okay, so next, so they all get home for dinner, and Britt's a lightweight. She's effed up. Portia, oh yeah, Portia phones her baby daddy and her baby and she shows them the cowboy hat. And so they all get ready. And then after that scene, they're all waiting in the living room for Portia. And Portia comes out looking evil, looking mad as you know what. And Shami is like, well, whenever Portia got on a black dress, that means she's on some mess. Or she's, like something's wrong with her pretty much. And you could tell. You kept asking her, what's wrong, Portia? Britt kept asking her, what's wrong, Portia? And Portia's like, no, I'm cool, I'm cool. Yeah, okay, girl. She's mad. So she's pretty much mad that she heard from the producers that Drew is filmed with Dennis or baby daddy. And she feels some type of way because she feels entitled. She has a problem. And I'm like, why? What is the problem? This is money making for your family. If you didn't have I think she has feelings for Dennis. But Drew bothers her so much. Like, girl, like really? It's not Portia was tripping. Like she act like she's cool one minute and then she switched then she's not okay. She obviously have a problem with Drew. Like a big problem with Drew. She don't want to be yeah. So they're at the table and everybody's there. So then Kelly asked Angela, how did the wine tasting go? And Bird's like, everything went well. And, and asked Angela, why don't you go, want pretty much to allow Angela you know, to explain, which, yeah, Britt, come on, girl. I wish you would have talked a little bit more instead of letting Angela do all the talking. So Angela's like, yeah, we talked about, how the victim thing came and pretty much and then she switched it up saying that how Portia called her what victimania and this and that and Angela asked like what do you mean by that and Shamia throws in there like oh you were gaslighting. Shamia, girl, why are you talking? I know that's your friend, but girl, you know, like why are you talking? But Portia answers, Angela says she don't remember. She don't remember. You know, and that was crazy. And then Drew finally asked, "Hey, like, if anybody have a problem with me, like, talk now, and this and that, And Portia says, like, you cool, you know, like we cool type of thing, and or you're straight. That's what Portia say, like, no, you're straight. And Drew didn't like the answer. Drew did not like the answer. She still felt that Portia is feeling some type of way about her. And I get it. She felt her energy. And I get it. But I still would have stayed. Drew, come on, girl. I would have stayed. I would have stayed. You already there. I wouldn't have came on the first place, but you're already there. So you should have stayed. Portia's like, girl, pretty much like same thing I'm saying. Like you brought your butt all the way over here to leave. Come on, girl. I don't know. Drew, you're my girl, but I don't know. But it's TV. It's TV drama. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So so Drew leaves. The dinner is over. Cynthia goes to Portia's room, asks her, what's up. Portia tells Cynthia what happened and this and that, and so Cynthia knows what happened. So later on, all the girls except for Angela, she chilling, she on the phone with her husband. But all the girls are having a pool party. They're chilling, jumping in the pool in their little cute swimming suits, and they're having a good time, right? They're chilling. And I guess Angela, because they're being loud, girls, when you're drinking, like you do tend to be loud, so they're being loud. And so Angela overhears Portia saying like she better stop or else I'm gonna F her husband. Angela did not like that. Angela came out like, what did you say? Like Angela was not okay with that. She was like, girl, Portia says she gonna F your husband. You better believe it. Because Portia does have a history of taking your husband. Of taking your husband. I believe it. She was. So Angela was hot. She was hot about it. So the next day, her and Drew like, look, I felt disrespected. It's not cool. Like I'm out. I'm living with you, Drew. Take me with you. Let's go together. So yeah, that was the ending of episode 8. And also, Shamia was in it. Shamia was saying some of it too. She was saying some of it too. She was saying how Angela's husband is out having a baby on her and cheating and stuff. And I'm like, oh, yeah. But this is TV. It's juicy. Thank you for watching. I'm loving everything about, the season so far. Well, I don't love it, but I like the drama. So yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, thanks for listening. And thank you. Comment, like, subscribe. Shout out to my subscribers. And stay tuned for episode 9. Thank you. Thank you. And don't forget to listen to the Queen. Shout out to my bars. Thank you. Love you. Bye bye.